Hello, Divine Ones. This is Ashley H.A. Williams for Fueling the Flame podcast, a sector of FD 1111 Ministries. I wanted to jump on really quick just to share my incoming information about this total solar eclipse in Cancer. So this will be happening in the northern hemisphere at 3:16 p.m. So for those that have been with me for a while, you know that the number 613 for me and also in other cultures, the number of higher wisdom and higher knowledge. And I could do a video breakdown on that altogether just with those number combinations. But we're talking about an activation of higher wisdom, higher knowledge is coming through in the northern hemisphere, but it is going to echo throughout the entire globe, throughout the entire world. So let's get into these energies here. I pulled the Two of Wands from my Hermetic Tarot deck, the Lord of Domination. This is Aries ruled by Mars in the first 10 degrees. The second card is the Three of Cups, Lord of Abundance. Mercury in Cancer, 10 to 20 degrees. So let's break down what the Spirit is saying here. So what I feel like I hear take it by force, especially with this Saturn energy that we've been tapping into. You know, Saturn is about will, about getting things done, getting down to the root of the problem, getting down to the root of the matter altogether, even if it's not a problem. So problem, when I say problem, I'm talking about an equation. And we've been talking about number energies for a while. That's one of the ways how the Spirit communicates with me is through numbers, and as well through a lot of you guys, through numbers, putting numbers together. And one side note, that number 613, 316 backwards, the numbers that are coming through right now. So you have 3, 6, and then you have 9. And those are the numbers of Tesla. And we're talking about activating some type of new energy in the atmosphere. I hear eons, I hear ions as well. So how do I get this number? 3, okay, we have 3 and we have 6. But 3 plus 6 is 9. So just as a side note to put that out into the atmosphere. Okay, so what the Spirit is saying, take this by force. Your abundance by force, okay? So things that are due to you. You have been putting in the work, Saturn. You have been grinding. You have been removing these energetic blockages. Saturn, once again, that type of energy. And for those that may have not, maybe joining us, welcome. Thank you. So with that, I'm making reference to Archangel Michael. I'm making reference to the first sun, the black sun, which the sun, our current sun, gets its information from. So that 369 type of energy. This also represents the rings around Saturn. This also represents, I hear waves, time waves. So Saturn is the planet associated with Father Time, Father, that type of energy, provider. That's what Father means, provider. So you want this new beginning, that spark coming through with this Aries energy, which is a fire energy, coming through Mars, which is a forceful planet as well. So you want this new beginning. You want this abundance that is coming through Cancer. So this Cancer energy is that of a mother. So you have this fire energy and you have this water energy that's mixing together. And what I see a pot on the stove or over a fire boiling, coming to a boil. So on this card, it's going to be pictured on screen, where you have this, you have like the Two of Wands at the bottom, almost like the fire, that heat. And then you have the cup of water, the Three of Cups on top of it. And that passion, that zeal, the Spirit, it's brewing and it's brewing and it's brewing and it's coming to a temperature, to a higher frequency that's boiling over. So you see these cups that are flowing over with information, with abundance of information. A lot of us, we could have been stuck, could have been stubborn. Our abundance could have been like stuck in a groove, I see, or in a rut, if you will. And we thought that we couldn't get this opportunity, that we couldn't handle the opportunity, even on a suppressed conscious level. But the Spirit is saying that it's coming and it's going to overflow. It's this quote, I think it was Napoleon Hill, that said that the abundance will come so quickly. I'm paraphrasing, by the way. The abundance will come so quickly and so abundantly that you will say to yourself, I wonder where have you been all of this time? Because it will just be like an overflow, almost like a dam that has been holding up your blessings, holding up that abundance. And this could be information. This could be self-love. This could be things intangible, because Saturn also represents matter, so physical things as well, like your pinnacle. That was a channel message that came through about your pinnacle is on the way. Okay, whatever that pinnacle may be for you, something in the physical, in the solid, something that everyone can see. So like that dam that has been holding up, been blocking you, but it's going to bust through. So with this eclipse, some of the recommendations that I'm hearing for us to do is to set our herbs out, to set our crystals out, to set our attentions, and just to step back in the physical sense, but to still activate and work with our spirit energy. So what I mean by the spirit energy, I'm talking about like your zeal, your passion, your faith, aka your faith. So not to lose your faith, not to lose your hope, but allow it to still, like how I was setting up that analogy, that fire that's under the water. Okay, the water can represent like the physical matter, and the fire can represent the zeal, the passion, the foresight, the faith. Let it to still brew, so it can activate the change in the water temperature, so it can boil over, meaning that it will bust that dam right through. And so that dam will be no more. Your blockages will be no more the hindrance, the reason why you can't afford something or bring something into your 3D experience. So Mercury and Cancer, with this 3 of Cups, we have Mercury, the 10 to 20 degrees Mercury in Cancer. So Mercury is about communication, and communication from the gods, from the angelic presences, from the celestials, okay? And what the Spirit is saying, though, with this communication, you have to override your emotions, which is energy in motion, because energy is always in motion, okay? So what you have to do, you have to continue to communicate with yourself. So if you really want to activate change, you can't just tell yourself, yeah, I'm going to do it. Yes, this is going to work out. But then the very next second or 5 minutes later, you're talking against yourself. You're talking against the situation. You're talking against your what they would call magic that you put in place with this Aries action, this spark. And you're dousing it with your emotions, which will be that water. So imagine if I took the water and poured it on my fire, on my zeal. It would douse it. It would completely extinguish the fire that I've already sparked. Then you got to go all the way back to the drawing board and spark your fire all over again. A waste of energy. Okay, that's what the Spirit is saying. You have to be very careful with the communication, especially with this eclipse energy. So on July 4th, we know that in the Americas, that is Independence Day, your independence. So with this Aries energy, the Emperor, independence. But one good thing about this, one powerful thing about this day, is 2 days after the eclipse. However, the alignment between Saturn, the Sun, Sirius, and the Earth, that's coming through. That's another energy activation point right there. Another informational activation point right there. So keep that in mind. So you want to hold this energy. You want to hold it. If you see the picture on the screen, and for those that are listening on the podcast, the picture is that of a hand in fire, okay? Imagine how painful that can be. Regardless of what the 3D circumstance may bring to you, you got to keep it. You got to hold it. That of 2 wands with the Aries head on it, okay? And you have to hold this energy, and you have to continuously hold this energy until you're able to pull out what it is that you want. We're talking about being a magician. We're talking about whatever name you want to call it, a god, a goddess, a higher level being, whatever you want to call it, okay? So if you guys enjoyed this message, please like, comment, and share this information. This helps us with our analytics so we can reach more individuals. If you want to join the family over here, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you can receive notifications when we go live and post new information. If you want to join the Patreon family, the Sacred Guild of 𝗗𝒃. 𝗗𝒃 means souls of fire. Visit the link down below. Make sure you check out our blog, www.fd11-11ministries.org. Thank you guys for those that have given the 613 Higher Wisdom, Higher Knowledge Energetic Exchange, also known as a donation. Thank you guys very much for that. That link is down below. And until next time, you guys continue to fuel your flame. This is Ashley. I'll talk to you guys